Subscribe to my channel at the link you see across the screen, like and don't forget to hit the bell for more content. Follow me on all platforms at the link across the screen. Subscribe to my channel at the link you see across the screen, like and don't forget to hit the bell for more content. Follow me on all platforms at the link across the screen.
Another trial involving a former NFL player starts this week in Florida. The 27-year-old is facing murder charges for killing a man outside of his home after a brawl. Witnesses say Travis Rudolph got into a physical fight with his girlfriend Dominique Jones in April of 2021. That's when Jones reportedly texted her brother to bring a group of men to Rudolph's house to confront him. Investigators say a fight eventually broke out between Rudolph, his brother, and the four men allegedly sent by Jones. Prosecutors argue that Rudolph shot at the group as they were leaving the property, killing 21-year-old Sebastian Jean-Jacques. Another member of the group was reportedly injured and taken to the hospital. Rudolph tried to get the case dismissed through Florida's Stand Your Ground law, claiming self-defense, but the judge denied his argument, siding with the prosecution's claim that the men were already retreating. Rudolph faces life in prison if convicted.
That's bad. What did I set up?
Well, you sent somebody to go shoot him, didn't you?
Did he get shot?
Now, have y'all heard of this story? It's really about to blow your mind. So this is Travis Rudolph. He played for Florida State University and briefly played in the NFL as well. Although he had hopes of being drafted, he wasn't. He was under contract for at least 3 different teams. I don't believe at the time of the incident that he was actually a part of any team. He was known for his kindness, generosity, and just being a wholesome person. This is a kid that when he visited a school, elementary school, I believe, he saw the kid eating by himself, so he sat down and ate with the student, and a photo was captured, and the rest is history. This student was also invited to the NFL games, and he created a close bond. Many described him as loving, wholesome, and really just a hard worker. He really was passionate about his family, and you will see in a minute why you shouldn't play with certain people. Now, this woman, I have so much to say. I really want to say some severe and just nasty things, but you know what? I'm not, thanks to the Lord. However, this lady here is Dominique, and Dominique was his girlfriend, if we can call it that. Dominique and Travis had a situationship, and for about a month, they weren't in contact, physical contact, because she had surgery and she was recovering. When they finally saw each other, Dominique kind of felt like she was losing his attention, like something else or someone else was on his mind. When she went through his phone, she FaceTimed the woman. When Travis walked up to Dominique FaceTimed the woman. Of course, they got into an argument, and they said a bunch of words. She called him broke, and he said, that's why you went to go get your body done, and that's why this girl's body looks better than yours. Harsh, I know. These two quickly got into it verbally. However, Dominique took it to physical lengths, and she ended up hitting him multiple times, punching him. And the Ring camera took all of this footage. This happened in front of Travis's mom's house, and his brother came out to help separate the two because she was really punching him. Now, this is one of Dominique's brothers. She ended up texting her brother saying, shoot his shit up. He slammed me on the floor. Mind you, she doesn't even know that the Ring camera is actually recording. And so they went there. They knocked on the door. Travis's brother asked what could he do for them. They said, where's Travis? And Travis came out. They ended up fighting Travis and his brother, and Travis said that he saw that one of them had a gun. Travis ran back to the house to get his AR or AK, whatever, while they were beating his brother up, and he decided to shoot while they were trying to escape. Unfortunately, she lost one of her brothers. Do y'all think Travis or Dominique's in the wrong?
May
I approach the witness, Judge?
May.
Defense would offer 28 for remained evidence, Judge.
Right. You said the state has an objection or no objection? No objection. Very well. It will be admitted without objection.
This is A through E. What are those that we're looking at?
These are photos that my sister took when she was at my house after the incident.
Do you have any idea if she sent them to your phone or not?
Yes, I believe she sent them to my phone.
Did you ever see them on your phone?
No, not at all.
You know how I got those? You know.
I couldn't tell you. Probably my sister gave it to you.
You never got your phone back, right?
No.
Permission to publish those, Judge?
You may.
Is this the way you look when your sister came to see you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Permission to approach the witness.
You may.
So you must be marked as 21A through G. Do you recognize all those pictures?
Yes, sir.
And how do you recognize them?
These photos was taken of me like 3 days after I was arrested.
Could have been a little longer, possibly?
Possibly.
All right. Do they fairly and accurately depict the way you looked when you were in jail?
Most definitely.
And they show similar injuries to the other pictures?
Yes, sir.
Just a few days later or sometime later?
Correct.
Time the defense would offer in composite exhibit 21.
Any objection? Very well. It's admitted without objection. 7 photographs, I think it is.
A through G, 21A through G.
That'd be 7.
Permission to publish?
You may.
Thank you. Police ever take pictures of your injuries?
No.
She is a terrible liar.
Isn't it true that you were the first person to become physically violent with Travis and not the other way around?
No.
Not at all?
Something or show me something if I can't recall the exact steps of the moments.
Question. Okay, so you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer. Correct.
Yes, is it correct?
You remember that?
Yes.
So you smashed his iPhone not out of anger, but because you were hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when you're... I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have...
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
The question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
Okay. So it could have been his brother?
No.
It could have been the house?
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him. People say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time, but since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
All right. And he never raised a hand and touched you, did he not?
Yeah, he was raising his hand the whole time. Like, grabbing me, pushing me back. Yeah, the whole time.
Okay, so did he punch you?
No, he didn't punch me.
Did he slap you?
No, he didn't slap me.
Did he pick up any objects and hit you over the head with them?
No.
7th, 2021, 911 calls for help flood into dispatch around midnight.
Things escalated so quickly.
For the first time, Travis Rudolph talks about the night he says 4 men showed up at his front door.
I heard just a loud bang, as if like the police was at the door.
In exclusive video, we can now see everything playing out on security cameras.
This all happened within seconds, so my brother was the first one to get to the door, so I was worried about his safety as well.
Where Travis at? Where Travis at? Travis at?
According to court records, Rudolph and his then-girlfriend, Dominique Jones, got into a fight earlier that night.
Open this door, bro, because this got me. Dominique, stop it.
Who are you calling it, bruh?
Afterwards, she texted her brother, Keyshawn Jones. Evidence shows they both made threats towards Rudolph.
As soon as I came outside, literally, Tyler, he sucker punched me to my left eye. It was Tyler and Sebastian. They was kind of trying to corner me in. And Tyler, he had pulled out his firearm. And during that time, Tyler pulled out his firearm. Sebastian was like, you mess with the wrong girl, you're gonna die tonight. And then that's when I went back inside and grabbed my firearm.
The fight spilling out into the street. The video shows Rudolph then running off his property with an AR-15.
I had to do what I had to do, you know what I'm saying, to protect me and my family. My brother was on the ground getting jumped by 2 of those guys, getting kicked. So that's the reason why I went down the street. While they're all in their car, I see 2 firearms pointing at me and my brother. And I couldn't believe it. And it's just a split decision where I just felt like it's either me and my brother or these guys that's, you know what I'm saying, gonna get hurt.
Rudolph firing 39 rounds, the 4 men speeding off. Sebastian Jean Jacques was shot and killed. Tyler Robinson was also shot but survived. Keyshawn Jones and Christopher Lowe were not hurt.
I made a terrible choice of words during that time. I was 23, I was young, I was dumb. I made a very, very bad decision when I said those words, but it was never my intentions. I was upset and I ended up saying something that I didn't mean. People say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time, but since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything.
All right. Will the foreperson please hand the verdict form to one of our deputies? Deputy, somebody. Mike, would you go get that for me, please? Would you publish the verdict, please?
In the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit, Criminal Division, in and for Palm Beach County, Florida, case number 21 CF 002938 A and B, Division W, State of Florida versus Travis Rudolph. Defendant, verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 3, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 4, we find the defendant not guilty. So say we all, the 7th day of June, 2023, in West Palm Beach, County, Florida.
Would either side like to have, would either side like to have the jury polled? No. All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I, on behalf of everyone who is a participant in this trial, would like to thank you for your time and your consideration. I also wish to advise you of special privileges enjoyed by jurors. In the absence of a court order, no juror can be required to talk about the discussion that occurred in the jury room. Our judicial system relies on juries for consideration of difficult cases.